Sugar, 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 sugar. Hello, welcome to the Laziz review. Yay! Today's topic is about music, television, movies, and the like. Because I feel it deserves to be a topic here on YouTube. And I don't know if anybody's really talking about it, but I want to talk about it because I feel that today's music and television and movies really, really, really suck. I gotta get all up in your face to say that. I'm sorry because I'm offended with today's movies, music, television, the like, everything. Okay? But in the 80s, I was an older kid. You know, I was still a kid, but I was an older kid. 90s, I was a young woman. And now, I'm a grandma. No, me stop. I'm not a grandmother. I know. But, yeah, I'm an older girl. Because I'm a girl forever. I'm sorry. I'm a princess. I'm sorry. But, you know, that's how I feel. That's how I am. I mean, my mother, she's 61, I think. And I think she's 61 or 60. I don't know, but I know she's 60. And I know she's so cute. You know, she just looks so youthful for her age. 15. I'm just kidding. But anyway, at any rate, we're going to discuss music, television, movies, and stuff like that and shit like that. And by the way, I curse. If it bothers some of you, hurts your ears, I'm sorry, but that's me. That's the way I do it. You know, we can't be perfect because if I was perfect, I would be floating and then I would be in heaven with Jesus and the angels or whatever you believe in because I don't even believe in really much of nothing. I believe in everything. So we will discuss that on another topic one day, but not today. I digress. I know I got a tendency to do that. So let's just get to the topic at hand. We're going to talk about music, television, and movies. All of that. We're going to try. Anyway, we're going to try at least because we're not going to be here all day and forever, and, you know, unless we want to have dinner together and stuff like that. And then we can't because I'm on my way to the mall. You know, honey is going to take me on a date today later. That's why I'm dressed up so pretty in a pretty dress. See, I'm wearing a pretty dress. And I'm wearing a pretty dress because he's going to take me to the fair. A fair is a regular smorgasbord. Oh, remember that? That was Charlotte's Web. I don't know. That was a good movie. And it fits the topic anyway because we're talking about good movies. Well, let's discuss horror movies. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to discuss horror movies. I have a pet peeve with today's horror movies. I really, really do. I'm offended with them. I'm disgusted with them, actually. It's not about horror anymore. It is about horror, but it's about, you know, slice, stab, kill, and torture, and slice and stab and kill and torture, and slice and stab and kill and torture, and snuff. Okay, they call that snuff. I don't like my movies like that. I really don't. That's just sick. It's sick and twisted. Leave that for the detectives that are dealing with serial killers. Because why do we have to see just slice, stab, cut, and kill all day, every day? That's the movies today. And then you got movies like Paranormal Activity. No. Don't. Okay? That movie, I didn't see 2 and 3. I mean, I couldn't. I could never see 2 and 3 because I would just rather take a tweezer to my ass. My friend said that one time. You gotta take a tweezer and pull the hair out of his ass. I know it's. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was worse than a horror movie with that one. Whatever. Anyway, I would rather take a tweezer to my eyelashes and stop plucking them out, you know, and have no eyelashes than go see that movie because the last time I saw the first one and I just saw a little bit of it, I was very disappointed. And the fact that it looked like a 10-year-old kid made it. You know, he made it with his parents. He was like, look, I'm going to make a horror movie. And they were like, yeah, it's not going to work. And he was like, yeah, trust me, it's going to work. Okay? And then he took his little shitty camera and he walked around. And then, you know, while they were sleeping and stuff like that, he just filmed them. And then he moved stuff around with a rope. You know, he opened and closed doors and turned on lights and the light didn't work. And then that's it. And somebody said, and he told his father to sit down and just stare for a little, or his mother, whatever. No, there was a lot of staring and nothing. What was going on in there? Then they bust out the Ouija board. And if you know me, you know I know better than to mess around with that. Not even on a screen do I watch anybody mess around with the Ouija board. It's a very dangerous tool. Now, one day we'll talk about that subject when we talk about spirituality and stuff, and I could teach you a little bit about that because I know the homegirl lived long enough to know these things, and I come from a family of these kind of people that are spiritual. And one thing, you know, you must understand is you don't play with a Ouija board, no, and you don't put that, you don't start doing that shit on the, I don't want that emanating through my screen. I don't. And that's not horror anyway. That's just creepy, you know, fucking around with energies, and I don't like that, and that didn't have nothing to do with shit, and it was just anyway, epic fail, kaboom, boom, thumbs down, way down to the floor. Okay, so Next topic. Asian horror films. I know, okay? I know. Now they did a film called Hansel and Gretel. It was pretty good. It was pretty good and I liked it. It was deep. And every so often, hey, a broken clock is right 2 times a day, they say. So, once in a blue moon, the Asian horror films might be a little deep. But for the most part, no. Snuff, kill, horror. I don't know. The horror is just gore. Just gore and bloody gore. And everybody looks alike with the same hairstyle. Little page boy, little girl, uniform, blood in the mouth, eyes white, and just a lot of, and, I guess for us to make a real, good horror film, we just don't need much. We just need a little bit of ketchup, and some corn syrup, and a lot of white powder, and then just walk around with an expressionless look, and then just crawl around on the floor backwards, or do a little bit of gymnastics, and that's it. And then, edit it really good so everything's like flashing, flashing, flashing. Or a lot of, blank soulless stares, and you could do that really easy with some contact lenses and powder and corn syrup and epic fail. Okay, they don't put any thought to their movies. It looks like they got some children doing that too. Be like, you know what's really scary? We could go back and then we could just get Timmy to look through the window and he could have a blank expression, and that's really scary because I see my grandma in the home have a blank expression and she made me shit my pants. Yeah, I know. So we're not impressed. We're not impressed at all. Well, I'm not. And you know why? Because I grew up with good movies. We had good movies. Our dramas, for instance, were amazing. I mean, have you ever seen The Color Purple? That movie was epic. And now you got Tyler Perry making films for black people, for ethnic people, people that are non-white, let's say. Okay, I know. Epic fail with him as well. I'm a Spike Lee lover. Okay, he puts some thought to his movies. Spike Lee once called Tyler Perry movies coonery buffoonery, and I agree with him. I agree with him 100%. Yes, I do, and I'll tell you why. Because Tyler Perry doesn't have no problem wearing a dress and making a fool of the ass out of himself, and that's fine once or twice. But you keep doing that and then trying to make a movie deep, and no, we are left very unimpressed. And I'm sorry, but I have to say it. All the black people in his movies are like, girl, girl, get my gun, girl, and Jesus. That's nice, okay? That's nice. That's beautiful. I mean, they did that in The Color Purple, and I'm not saying Spike Lee did The Color Purple, so don't nobody tell me that he did, because I know he didn't. But Spike Lee did other wonderful movies where you almost never see them do that. You never see them get down with the spiritual thing. And I love that. Shut up. I love that. Okay? Don't mistake me, because I love that. Okay? When I saw The Color Purple, that was my scene. That was my scene when she kicks that door open and she's like, I couldn't sleep at night and I was wondering why. And I didn't say I could sing, but I will try. I will try. And let me tell you something, you crying at the end like, oh, wait a second, I don't want to mess up my makeup. Yeah, you crying. Movies don't make us cry anymore. Then there was a real good movie that was deep too. I think it was the early 90s. It was either that or it was 2000, but I don't know, maybe it's the late 90s. I don't know, the late 90s or the early 2000s. It was Eve's Bayou. Oh, that was good. I'm licking my lips because that was good. That was like eating, something real greasy and juicy, like I would say chuleta, which in Spanish means the pork chop. We eat a pork chop with a lot of garlic on it. It's just so saucy, and it was good. It was good for our hearts. It made us think, and it was beautiful. Yes, I love my movies like that, and they don't do that anymore. Last greatest horror flick, and I don't say horror, thriller. I like my movies to be thrillers, deep in dialect and thought, and that was The Others, because it was from a ghost point of view. Deep, check that out, yeah. And then there was The Sixth Sense. It was pretty good because it had you going, oh shit, really? Oh wow, And that's from almost like a ghost point of view too, or what they need or what they desire from you and how they thinking and I like that stuff. I like that stuff because I like to think. Lazizi can't stand a movie that has to do with zombies like, oh, brains, eat brains. But yeah, how many ways can you do that? How many ways can you pull that off? I can't deal with it. Okay, because it's just a lot of cut, slice, stab, bruises, and blood and guts and vomit, and that's nice and no. Alright, so tell me what you think. Tell me what you think about the movies of back in the days. Let's talk about that. I want to hear what you have to say. Well, not hear, because I read it. I want to read what you guys have to say about it. And if you want to, you can rate, comment, and subscribe, and I will be very happy about that. I'm very new to my channel right here. I have another channel elsewhere, but it's not about these topics that I choose to do. So this is my new channel, and I need the support. So if you down with me, back to the subject. We were talking about movies. We touched a little bit on that. I don't want to get too deep because we'll be here forever and a year. But I want to talk about television as well. Television, to me, it sucks. It's bad. I mean, I'm not going to talk about every show that I hate. But let's talk about Family Guy, which I used to like that show. I like colorful things and I like cartoons. I do. And I like funny shit. And that show had made me laugh many a times. But they took it elsewhere. They took it over the board with it. I mean, it went over the board and over the rainbow. And somewhere over the rainbow, no, you don't. Okay? Because Stewie is practically ready to just get on the floor and, get finger popped by the dog or something. It's just too much child molesting and too many little subliminal messages about, the boy getting sexual with old men or something. And I'm not, no. Okay, no. It is racist as all hell. I mean, so is the Cleveland Show, and so is all those cartoons, and so is South Park. But I will tell you this. I'm Team South Park. Yay! And I'll tell you why. Because even though they're racist or whatever, and they hurt people's feelings left and right, and they hurt my feelings too sometimes, I understand. But they keep it real. They keep it truthful, for the most part. And they don't rely on stupid, nonsensical jokes that don't make no sense, that just have to do with sex and kids. And that's really taboo in comedy. You don't do that. So it's just like, no. No, it's a weak attempt at getting ratings, and I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed at all, right? Let's touch on some music, okay? Music today, it's awful, awful, and I'm gonna tell you why. You got your Lady Gaga, you got your subliminal messages here and there with her and Nicki Minaj and everybody like that, and the beats are so hypnotic, and and basically you could clearly see that it's manipulative music. Because back in my day, we had orchestra music that somebody wrote real lyrics, real playing the guitar, and he was playing his own music, and it was really wonderful and gorgeous and a fabulous time for music. I mean, and I'm not saying I grew up in the old, 1920s, 1930s, where they were all like, I'm sorry, it's something I like to do. I've been liking to do that since I was a kid. Because I'm probably not from this time anyway. So, anyway, let's talk about class. There's no class in the music today. It's just trashy. It's garbage. It's shit, right? The R&B is shit. For the most part, it really is. R&B in my day was, delicious. I mean, it was real lyrics. Thought out by a real talented person that bust that out with a real voice. Fuck that auto-tune. It wasn't there. We didn't have... No, we didn't have that. No, we didn't have that shit. We had a much better class of artists. I mean, even Madonna, can't compare to these biatches of today. I mean, they about nothing. Their words are about nothing, and hip-hop, don't even get me started. We'll have to be here for 2 years, just me, scratching the surface on that topic. It's just a shame. It's a damn shame. Okay? There's no conscious lyrics in the music, and if there is, I mean, let me know. I mean, there's a few out there that is giving me something that's juicy. You got Marsha and Rosha, and you got certain new Floetry and stuff like that. And, we still got Erykah Badu and stuff like that, but for the most part, I'm not impressed. I mean, I'm always saddened by the music I hear out there today. I'm always, oh no, this is bothering me, it's, and yeah. So, basically, that's all we got for now, and I thank you for watching my show, and I hope you enjoyed it, and don't forget to rate and subscribe. Love you too much. Thanks for watching my show.